Hey, we are live. All right, let me bring up my phone so we can double check on a few things. And for those just joining, when you do join, you will see that I'm not wearing a headset. I have figured out I've got a better microphone, and hopefully it's working well. And once we get some folks online here, you can give me a test and let me know if it sounds good. Meanwhile, I am trying to bring up my channel and bring up my live feed. There we go. And I can leave that right there. And that's good. And I center myself here a little better. There we go. I'm going to type in a comment here. Please read the description. Oh boy, I can't type description. For details on how to participate. Oh my goodness, I am typing badly as usual. Okay. So, if you are joining now, I use PayPal to invoice. This is your bids are through the chat for you new to my channel. And be sure you're on the live chat, not top chat. I know some folks make that mistake. And I know on my computer, it automatically defaults to top chat, which is bad because then you don't see all the chat. You only see what they think are the top comments, which is kind of weird. So click on live chat. If you're on a phone or something like that, I think, at least with my Android phone, it always defaults to live chat. So, like I said, I PayPal invoice. I use pirateship.com for shipping and get you the best deal I can. So it'll most likely be through the post office or through UPS, which depending on, and actually sometimes UPS, even for small packages, can be the better deal depending on where you live and what zone you're in. So I am up here in Northwest Vermont. We have no snow. I mean, there's a dusting on the ground. And we haven't had much. We had one storm that got wiped out completely, and then we had an amazing amount of rain, and that wiped out what snow the mountains had. It caused some intense flooding back in the early part of December. Montpelier, our capital city, was severely flooded, as well as several other towns. We were unaffected here in our town. Mostly just the rain. We had some muds on the roads, kind of on the dirt roads and stuff like that, and we had one minor washout that was didn't really cause any problems. But the problem was just to the north of us there was flooding, just to the south of us there was flooding. So getting around was not easy for some folks. Fortunately, we always prepare for this here. We're not that we're survivalists, but we do keep. We do know what winters can be like here in up in the northeast, and we always prepare with extra water, and we have our own well, so we really okay on water anyway. And we always make sure we have a reasonable supply of food and things like that, and necessities. So, hippie grandma, well, hello. Thank you for joining. So, we're just chatting on here for a bit, but I hope you can hear me well. Like I said, I've got a new microphone I'm trying. It seems to work well in my tests. And I used it for my previous video, and it seemed to be okay for that. What's nice about that is I no longer have that headset, and I don't have that cable I can trip over and involved with. It seems to work reasonably well. And it was just a USB type microphone, nothing fancy. In fact, it was a nice Christmas gift from my son-in-law. So there we go. Hopefully, if you get a chance to see the preview, that's fine. I'm not planning a whole lot in the way of jewelry tonight. I have some, but I do have a variety of things. If you saw the preview, from music boxes to antiques to collectibles and and some items will make good gifts, that kind of thing. It's past Christmas, but birthdays are coming. We have 2 this month in our family, and I think we have a birthday every month of the year except one, and that's December. I think that's true. Yes. So crazy, crazy world. So anyway, that is where I am with that. I've been chatting for a bit, so let's switch cameras. This is what I usually do. I have a table with my better camera set up on that, and we will switch cameras here and go to settings. Also, I'm chatting away here. If there are other people out there who are resellers or or auction people like myself, and you would like to do something jointly with me, I am open to having somebody else participate with the auctions I've scheduled. So I was doing Monday nights. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue that, only because I like going later. But anyway, that is where it is. Hey, Douglas, thank you for joining. I appreciate that. So yeah, I don't, Douglas, I'm working on getting a bigger crowd. You can tell it's been warm here. We're getting ladybugs. Just haven't been able to get that. I'm just trying to find the right time slot that works for me and for people who are interested in the things I sell. So appreciate your joining, and we'll see who else comes along tonight. I'm shooting for later hours. I was doing earlier, and it didn't. I was getting some great customers and people on here, but not that many. So I'm shooting for a little later to hopefully pick up some of the West Coast folks and that kind of thing. And I'm trying to not step on the toes of some of the folks I like to watch in the auctions. So, and I will be joining, I know one group later on in this month for a Tuesday night auction. And then I was with Randa's resale a couple weeks ago, if you missed that. So I also always say that, hey, if you see something and it doesn't sell and you're watching this video later, please email me. My email's right there on the screen. And I don't require people to register with me. I'm going on the honor system for the most part. Obviously, if you don't pay, you don't get what you bid on, but it does affect other people. So I'll pray that people are honest and when they bid, they really bidding because they want something. Okay, so I'm trying to start out a little kind of like some of the others, and a little slower with not some big ticket items or anything like that. I don't have a lot of what I would consider items. All my items tonight are starting under $20. So try to keep it reasonable. So, okay, here's a simple little start with. These are just a mini glass mini jar set. It says a rounded, elegant jar shape is perfect for countertop display. Lids are interchangeable between sizes. Top rack dishwasher safe. The box did get a little bit of damage right here on this edge here. I kind of put a little tape to keep this piece of cardboard from moving. But from what I can tell, these have never been used. I think this packaging just got a little banged up. And there's a kind of clip type. You can see this type of pressure type lid on it. So I can show it close here. You can see it better. And we will start that at $8, I think, and see if anybody's interested in something like that. Let me bring my camera down and get a better angle. There. That's better. And so that is the. Oh, you did. Thank you, Hippocrene. I appreciate that. Way back, we had, and for yeah, I know. YouTube is like the modern day television. Yeah, definitely. I hate to admit to this, but my wife and I will sit and have our breakfast watching YouTube stuff in the morning just to kind of relax through our breakfast and see what's up. And we have our favorites out there, certainly. But anyway, okay. Hippie Grandma, I'll check the email in a bit, but I'm sure it got through okay. Okay. So I'm not seeing any interest on this, and I know there's a little bit of a lag, so I always try to make sure I chat it up a little bit just to give people time to think about it or even go look something up. Sometimes they like to comp it, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. I do the same thing. So, okay. So we will. Oh, I didn't put it in the chat. Oh, man, I am really terrible. Okay, what did I say? Glass mini jars. I think I said starting bid was This is where my wife has been offering to help, and I got to get her to get into this and have her do some of the modding for me, I guess. And we will. I'm putting that in the chat, but I'm going to do the password now right away because if somebody's interested, they can always jump in there and put something in. But I'm terrible sometimes about not typing things in there, and I got to get better about that. So, like I said, nobody's come saying that they can't hear me, so that's a good sign too. And my situation I have up here is it's a really tight space, so everything's kind of packed into this room. And maybe something else I'll have to do in the future to make things a little bit easier for me. Okay, so I had this sitting in the background. Oops, here we go. This is a classic ceramic bean pot, and with the lid, and it looks very, very clean inside. I'm going to call it used. You can see I can fit my hand in there, but you can see it's very, very clean. So you get the light to shine in there for you. You see, so it's some nice. You can see the glazing on the inside is really clean. Oh, come on, focus, camera. There we go. Okay, and it is made in the USA. And I say I use because I see the bottom's really got a lot of scuff marks on it, but whoever had it took regular care of it. I didn't see any defects in it, and chips, even on the lid. Usually, when you see stuff like this, if it's going to be damaged, it's going to be the lid that's going to be chipped. This is just normal. It looks normal to me. So, okay, what we're going to see. What was I going to ask for this? Oh, we'll start this. I'm going to call this a bean pot. Starting bid, let's say $10. Now this thing is a bit heavy, and that's why I'm kind of giving you a price break on this, because I've seen what these go for, and they go for. This is a good deal. It's a very good deal. So, like I say, it's in really good condition. Even if you're just going to use it for decor, you can still use it for that. There's some scuffing here on the side, I think, that needs to be cleaned up. I am vintage, as I often joke, I'm vintage dust, so I often don't clean things up unless it's really necessary. I try to leave it to the buyer to clean it, especially with things that could be done. Something like this, it would be no problem to clean it, but anything that requires some delicate cleaning, I'm very careful about that. And sometimes we prefer to leave that to the buyer. So, but here's a nice, bean pot. Lid, bottom. You see it says USA there. If we can get focus. There we go. You see, this is. I'm going to guess it's a good couple of pounds easily. It's a pretty solid piece of ceramic. Okay. All righty. Let's see here. What will we do next? Okay, we'll go something simpler. How about anybody out there that needs? Come on, let me move this out of the way. Give me a second. I've got a brand new package of Astro Brights paper. It is still sealed. You can see them colors. There we go. And it says there's 50 green. Let's see. 50 sheets, I think so. So they have Pulsar Pink, Liftoff Lemon, Monstering Green, Cosmic Orange, and Vulcan Green in there. And they're 8.5 by 11. It says they're acid-free and lignin-free. So for those that's anybody who cares about that, that's important. Oh, pass for now on this. And let's see, Astro Bright. Oh, let's start this at $3. Oops, man, no one. I typed in pass for now. I never hit enter. Or it didn't take it. That's weird. Okay, there we go. Astro Bright paper for $3. start. Anybody's interested? And I did look this up. This is, again, a really good deal. I'm not sure if I could ship that. And technically, it's media, not magazines. It's not. I don't know. Oh, I would definitely just ship it in an envelope, though. But anyway, excuse me. Okay, that's the Astro Bright. I'm just trying to decide what to show next. I want to make sure I show everything that was in the preview, besides some of the other stuff. And like I say, I have a good variety of stuff tonight, I think. Okay, we'll pass for now on that. Hi. And I'm a terrible typist, so it takes me a little time to type it in sometimes. And for the system to respond. For those who tried to watch one of my auctions a few weeks ago, I had my computer die literally a minute before I was going to go on the air. And so I'm on my backup old computer. I mean old. So it is slow and pokey. And so sometimes when I'm literally just typing something, it's painful. So fun stuff. Okay. Alrighty. Well, let's maybe see this. So we'll go with the baby book here. Let's go with the camera and come down like that so you can get a better angle of it. There. Okay. So this is. It appears it's unused. I'll just say that there's nothing written in it, but it still has the plastic cover on it. And this is a Disney Pooh baby memory book. Recording the events of the baby's first years. So let's see here. What did I have that down for? We'll have the baby book. Starting bid of $8 on that. Let's see. Now I'll show you the inside. It was perfectly clean. Not written in anywhere. Ready to use, ready to post some pictures and some statistics. It doesn't say when this is published, does it? But it's Disney. There's the back. You can see it's still got the plastic slip cover on it. And this. So let's see the date. There's no reason to date it. But if you know anybody's having a baby, that might be a nice gift for someone having a baby. Never know. And we will leave that up there while I consider what my next item will be. Okay. I guess I should. I do have some jewelry. I think I will start with some jewelry. Let's go with let's go with this one. Let me see if we can get this tag off of here. I get inventory tags I put on my stuff, so for my own benefit. But they get in the way when you're trying to show things. Okay, we'll pass for now on this. And we'll go with a piece of jewelry, see if there's anything interesting in that. And this, I'm going to bring the camera back down. And these are Murano beads, or some people call them rampart beads, but they're Murano beads. I'm not sure if any of these are marked. Some of the beads we get from our source have a 925 on them, on the silver on them. I'm trying to see if that's true here. I don't see any marked that way, but anyway, let me just show them my hand here. So there it is. It's with a predominantly red and color, but there's some very nice beads in there. Stay put. And our overall length on this. I'll have to fix that. It doesn't have an end piece. Keep them from sliding off. Well, I'll put a jump ring on there, I promise. Shows you what you can do with these though. These are very versatile. If you don't like what you see, you can modify it to your own liking. Usually what you do with these is you unscrew one of the ends. This is 8 inches long altogether. And you can see the core is I promise. I'll put a jump ring on here on the end. Anybody who's interested in this one? But you can on the clasp here, and usually one of these two pieces can be unscrewed from the chain, or you could just take the jump ring off and redo it yourself. But instead of a nylon cord or something like that core, it's a much more solid core. They're very similar to Pandora. So no problem, Hippie Grandma, no problem. If there's something in particular you're interested in, or something you saw in the preview, I can bring that up earlier than later. So we'll pass for now on this. I mean, I do have, I have mentioned this before in my previous videos. My wife was into jewelry for a number of years, and so we have a pretty good size collection of stuff, and I have some of it within reach. But anyway, so I'm not doing a lot of jewelry tonight, but I thought I'd throw at least 1 or 2 items out there and see if there's any interest. And let's see here. Okay. The other interesting piece I've gotten. Now let's see if I can fit this on camera. Yep, perfect, right there. This is selenite. And we'll start this. Oh my, where did I write that one down? Here it is. I was going to start this one at 15, and that's a good deal when I look those up. Anybody who's a stone collector, this thing, I'm going to give you the length here in a second, is about, I think this is about 8 inches long when I last looked. Just a little over, 8.5 inches. So about an inch wide. It's a little over an inch. It's widest part, but it's a selenite. You can see it's got this grain that runs like this in it. And I know there are people out there that love to collect these types of gems and minerals. So this is a really nice sample of selenite, and it's pretty cool the way it shapes. But that is that. Okay. I have actually a fair amount of stones. I have amethyst, real simple amethyst clusters. I have not citrine. Anyway, I have about a half a dozen different types of stones. I literally have a plastic bin next to me that's just full, including some that have just minerals samples and stuff like that. They're identified. So if you're a child who's learning about the various minerals that are out there, that would identify that I have that one of those things, for example. If there's any interest in that, just let me know. Okay, we'll pass for now on the selenite. I'm not going to dwell on it too long. Let's say if there's somebody who's interested in something like that, they usually jump right on it. So, okay, I have a couple of antiques. I'll show both. And these are Chinese made. Let me get these up here. They're called mudmen. Now, if these were in perfect condition, they'd be worth 4 or 5 times probably what I'm asking for them. But they're not. This gentleman's missing the fishing pole he was holding, and this gentleman's flute is broken here at the bottom, right where his hand is. So I'm showing it and I'll let you know that it is not, they are not perfect. But spacebar. And we'll start this at $10 with choice. Like I said, I did comp these. I went out there and found them. They're all a little different. They have a similar, like you'll find both of these out there. And you can see the way they're made is it's a, but these are in good condition other than those two spots. I mean, you could literally take a small piece of wood and probably replace the missing fishing pole. It wouldn't look quite so weird. This, unfortunately, it would take somebody who's really good at working with clay or something like that and painting to fix it. So that's why I say I'm not asking anywhere near what these would be worth if they were in excellent condition, because they have slightly different. But they are what we call mudmen. So there's the fisherman and there's the flutist. If there's any interest in those. And you make a note of that. A nice sheet here. Okay. And the next thing I want to show, and I have several of these. I'll show. Give me a second to set them up here. You guys look at those, and okay, we'll pass for now on the Mudmen, and move those out of the way. We'll end up on eBay probably. Oh, in my about, I think I have listed one of my eBay channel, how you can find my eBay channel. So I am on eBay. I don't have a lot out there right now, but okay. So I have these Oleg Cassini paperweights. These are, I'll take them out of the box here. These are not, the boxes are not sealed. So let me take it out and show you what it looks like. So I have two of the yellow. And it's got a little magnetic latch on this, which is really interesting. I didn't even realize at first. And there's another yellow there. I think it's pretty much the same color as that one. And you can see that is the Oleg Cassini. It says, "My tastes are simple. I simply like the best." And so that is that. And this is really light colored one. Hang on, put it with, yeah, let me see. Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't put down what I was asking for those. Okay. Let me see if I can spell Cassini right. I think I did. I'm going to call them baubles. I don't really know what else to call them. We'll start these at $15 for choice. Okay, so let me just take this one out of the box so you can see it up close. They all have this little flyer with them. And I'll show you the original price on these. You won't believe what the original price was on these. Well, this one's actually even has the name inscribed right there. I didn't know. Oh, they all do. Huh. Okay. Didn't notice that when I was looking at these before. So I put this piece of paper back in there. Just so you know what the original price was on that one. Like Casino Elizabeth round cut diamond, paperweight, turquoise blue. The yellow one was going for $40. No, that's $49 also. Just got a little smudged. So there's the other yellow one, same deal. And then this one is the like Casino Emerald cut lavender, they call it. So you can see what it looks like. They're really pretty impressive. What is that? Let me see. That's about, oops, wrong end. About 3 inches across and about 2 inches deep. It looks like a giant diamond, doesn't it? The pointy end on the bottom. So I guess if you're going to use it as a paperweight, you put it like that. Boy, does it capture the light or what, huh? Isn't that cool? Yeah, wow, I was right. So these, I think, this came from the state that I've been working with, and my guess is the woman bought these. I doubt that she ever took. She probably took them out of the box to look at them and then put them back. So the Cassini right there on the edge. Okay. Well, I thought maybe people would be interested in this particular thing. There's a gift. They're really quite cool. Oops, my camera slid down. Yeah, let's do that again. There we go. So there's the lavender. What do they call this one? Just yellow. And another yellow. And turquoise. I call that one. So cool, huh? Okay, happy grandma. Enjoy your company. So, all right. Well, I put that out there. Thought might be some interest in those. We will pass on those for now. Anybody watching later, certainly let me know if you're interested. Okay. Just back over here. Need some weight to those things now. I should have weighed them. Curiosity. I might do that later. Okay. Well, from that same estate, and this wasn't marked. I have looked over and over and over on this thing just to see if it was marked. But I have this absolutely gorgeous clear crystal bird. And let me make a note here to myself. Okay. This one also will go for 15. I'll show up close here in a minute. Started at 15. I'll show up close here so you can see it better. And plus, against the white, it doesn't really do it justice. My wife tells me it's important to note that the bottom is smooth. Apparently, that's an indication of quality. But here's the way it looks. If I put a different color background to it, I think I'll steal this paper I didn't sell here. There, just accent it a little bit better. See the color going through it. But here's the detail of it. Feather. I'm not sure what kind of bird they were trying to make this of. Here, the beak comes quite point, but I could not find any. Usually, if it's like a woods piece, it's inscribed on the bottom, um, and I didn't do not. You see, it's quite smooth on the bottom, but no. And this is incredibly clear. Um, this is a beautiful piece of blown glass, that's for sure. Um, but no damage anywhere. It looks perfect, perfect, perfect. But it'd be better if I accident behind it. No, not really. Huh. Anyway, there she be. Pretty little bird. Excuse me while I get a sip of water. And I look for something else. All right. Display. Set this up. Okay. Well, like I said, somebody watching later. Yeah. Oh, so we did that. I did say, oh, that's what I wanted to do now. I have got a couple music boxes. I'm going to show one first there. Oh, and this thing has got some weight to it. Should be able to hear that even far away. Okay, so to me, I think this sounds like a rock around the clock. Music globe. I don't know what city line that skyline that is. I've been trying to find it and trying to match the image, but I haven't had much luck. But we'll call that rock around the clock musical globe. We'll start that at $12. If there's any first, there's some. Let me get my scale. This is, I think it's because of the water, but it'll surprise me how when I went to pick it up, I was like, oh my gosh, that thing weighs significant amount. But I don't know if anybody can identify that skyline for me. It's maybe, I know there's not too many people in the chat right now. Let me see. Yeah, this thing weighs almost 3 pounds, about 2 pounds 12 ounces. But anybody in there recognize this? Now there's a couple of unique things. There's a baseball stadium, or it looks like a baseball stadium, right there on the front. These towers don't look familiar to me. They're not the New York skyline. There's a factory over on the side. I was thinking Cincinnati at first, but then there's another building here that's really unusual too. I just can't figure this one out. And I've tried to match this skyline to a couple of places. I was thinking Cleveland because of Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, maybe, but I'm at a loss. So if somebody's watching this later on and they can tell me what that skyline is that makes sense to them, because it's playing rock around the clock, I was thinking maybe it had something. That's why I was thinking Cincinnati, but I think it's Cincinnati or is it Cleveland? Oh no, I could be wrong. Could be Cleveland. I'll have to look. I should know this. Which city has the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Let's ask Google. Google, what city has the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Cleveland, not Cincinnati. Okay, I was wrong. But no, they don't show they show what the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame looks like, which doesn't match any of those buildings. So I don't know. Oh, I'm at a loss. Maybe you can let me know. But it does play well. There's the winding mechanism. It's got an S on it, so it tells me it's Sankyo. No mechanism in it is made in China. Most of them are. But it's got I guess it's a wooden base. And it's got the sparkly snow globy kind of look to it. Even has some street here with there's a river on it. Yeah, see that? I don't know if I can get that down here. There's a river. Looks like it flows through it. Because it's like a boat on the river. I have no idea. I mean, I've traveled a lot, but nothing, never to Cleveland or Cincinnati for that matter. I have friends live that way, but never been there. Anyway, okay, we'll pass for now on this. I just wanted to spend a little time on that, just give people a chance to think about it, who are watching this later, and they can shoot me an email or put a comment in saying, hey, that's the city. Okay. All right, let's go back to some jewelry. I've got a polished geode slice on a sterling 925 chain. I think in the past I usually go with the because of the sterling. We'll have to start this at $14. So geode on 0.925 chain. $14. And I'll show you the more better details of it here in a second. Because on black, as some people know, black background works fine at this distance, but up close, this just doesn't work well. So there's the actual slice up close. Pardon my dry hands. Both sides are nicely polished. You can see the crystals on the inside of the geode. I can catch the light just right. There we go. And then the chain itself is this very delicate chain. It's probably could use a little cleaning too. But it's marked 925. The clasp here. You see that? There's the style clasp. You can see it's these little twisted rectangular links in the chain. So I think the length of that is either 16 or 18. 16-inch chain. So very delicate, very so if you're looking for something that's not too showy, this is nice. And silver, so goes with just about, and the color of the geode itself probably go with just about anything you wear. So, but anyway, here is that. We'll pass for now on that. Alrighty. In the interest, of course, let me know later. Okay. Now let's put some Ray Dunn. I have a set of 3 Ray Dunn plates. Apparently, my source, they must have broken one. So, but I will. These are dessert plates. Ray Dunn. But if you're looking to add some to your already existing set, or you're looking to sell these to somebody else who's looking at these already existing set, these are in good condition. A little dusty, but otherwise in good shape. And Ray Dunn 8 plates. We'll start these at $9 for all three. So, they will need to be washed. They're a little dusty, dirty, whatever, from where they came from. But from what I can tell, they were not abused, or if they were used at all, it's not obvious. Maybe just store it someplace. The bottoms, the rims on the bottoms don't have any wear. So, as you can see, I know there's some already done folks out there on occasion. So there are those. Excuse me while I pause for another drink of water. Hope everybody's having a good start to the new year. Things are going okay for us here in Vermont. I said we haven't much snow, but we got some big snowstorms that are predicted for this weekend. They're talking about back-to-back snowstorms that are could deliver as much as 10 to 20 inches of snow. So that'll be good for the skiers, good for the snowmobilers, good for cross-country skiers, and the people who like to hike in this stuff with snowshoes, that kind of thing. So that'll be good. Tourism is a big deal here. So some may be aware. So, okay, well, we'll pass for now on the Ray done and go on to, let's see here. What else I have? I'm trying to remember what was in the preview. Make sure I don't forget anything. Oh, I have another music box. Sorry, I should be facing away from the microphone. I have another music box. Oh, I have these. I don't know if there's any crafter folks out there. This is called Stampin' Up. It is stamping pastels, acid-free, non-toxic. It doesn't appear, if it was used much, it was used very, very little. It's not sealed, but I was trying to be careful putting this in because I don't want parts flying out. And I'm trying to do this from the side at an angle. I think it's taped. No. But anyway, you can see this in these little pencils in here, some kind of a pad here and here. But I don't know much about crafts, but we'll call this, let's see here. Stamping pastels. Stamping pastels. We'll start this at $5. See if there's anybody out there who's interested. Like I say, I don't think it's new, but it doesn't appear to have little of any usage. So there that is. And leave that up for the moment. Oh yes, let's show some of these as well. Okay. All right, I'm not going to leave that up very long. If somebody's interested, they're interested. You can let me know. See if they see it later. Pass for now on that. Now, I think I did show these mugs in the preview. So, this aside here. I'm going to dig them all out, so give me a second. I'll lay it out here. My clipboard out of the way. I get these really cool mugs. Get them all. These are brand new. I'm pulling them out of the box. And one more. They're made by a company called Signature Housewares Incorporated. Stoneware. It says the mug capacity is 17.5 ounces or 518 milliliters. Um, it does say cautions may get hot in microwave. Handle with care. And this is wash before for usual warnings on these things. But each one of these, and I'm going to pan my camera back here a little bit so I can show them all. I'll go through each of them. And I've got one that's just a plain mug. We'll talk about that one in a minute. Okay, so we got these critter mugs. So I'll start these at $6 for choice. Well, I'm calling it critter mugs. I don't know if they've got a better name, but you just say mugs in the box. Nope. Thought they might have some kind of a cute name or something for it. But anyway, but each one's a different animal character. Cow, calf, whatever. You see, there's the brand. As I say, these are brand new. There's some dust in them, but woof music. They're double-sided, so I think it's the same thing on both sides. Looks like it is. So cow, dog. Well, if it's a horse or a donkey, whichever. Rabbit. And a cat. You see, I literally took him out of the box. So they are brand new. If there's any interest, I do have a plain one that was in, for some reason, there was a plain one in the box. Don't know why. No writing on it, but it's the same no label on it or anything. So anybody's just interested in a plain mug, they want to customize themselves. I will say $3 for that. I'm just whatever. Not really the little thing that was of interest here. I thought these would be the ones that people would be interested in. If there's any interest. Now, let me make this show you here. Those 5 mugs. Any interest out there? And these little cute mugs from Signature Housewares Incorporated. And it does show the microwave crossed. No, I can't tell. No. Oh, oven. The oven crossed out, so it's not oven safe. They show the snowflake on the bottom, and the microwave, and the dishwasher. So all those things are okay for these mugs. At least that's their indication. Say. So the cow, the dog. To me, that looks more like a donkey than a horse, but I could be wrong. Rabbit and the cat for choice. $6 for choice. If there's any interest in that. Excuse me. I'm hoping everybody can. I mentioned this at the beginning. I'm hoping everybody can hear me okay. I'm just got a new microphone system I'm using that when I tested it seemed to work really well. So, okay. Well, we'll pass from now on. Then go back in the box. Give me a second. Organize myself a little bit here and get this back in the box. doing well. I don't want to get chipped or anything like that. There. And that one. Oh, goodness. Maybe pack them in there. And the last one. Okay. All right. Now let's show the other music box that was in the preview. This one. Plays probably one of the remnants from Christmas here. It plays Silent Night. And this is a, let's say, doesn't say, it just says, this says Taiwan. So I don't know if it's a Sankyo movement or not. So, let's start this one at $10. There's any interest? There's a little ceramic. Kind of shows itself because it does spin by itself. I didn't wind it much, so I don't like. I'm always worried about overwinding those. So. Okay. All right. Lisa, oh hi Lisa, nice for you to join. I am shipping from Northwest Vermont, so I always forget what zone we are. But anyway, I could look on the map. But I've had pretty good luck with part ship getting things out as far as Hawaii, so for a reasonable price, as long as it's not too big. So it seems like the further west you go, of course, from here, the little higher it is. So it's not unusual. But yeah, you're welcome. So, but I say I do the best I can, get you the best deal I can. But I do want to make sure that things are packaged well. At the same time, I want to make sure there's no, for something that's could be broken easily, is packed well. I'm generous with the bubble wrap. Let's put it that way. But that usually it doesn't have much weight. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll pass for now on these. This one here. And I did have one other music box. I'll show in a bit. Let's get this off to the side. You'll hear it play for a little while. Yeah, let's put these guys out. I came across some, I'll have to say vintage, but they could be antique. I wasn't unable to date them. And so, but they were in the preview, so I want to make sure I show them. These are a pair of lamps. You can see the top is hobnail. They have been tested. They are okay. Let me back that up a little bit. There we go. There we go. So these are glass. This is all glass. No chips, no damage anywhere that I could find. Kind of. I like to run my hand over it like this. It's very sensitive. And I could not find any spots where there was anything that felt rough on the bottom side, top side, nowhere. And they have been tested. You can see they still have the original, it looks like a fairly old plug on them because they're not polarized. But they were tested and they do work. So you would need to buy lampshades, of course. But I'm going to call these vintage glass lamps. And I'll start this at $15, and that for the pair. These are sometimes some people they're highly sought after. Sometimes these old glass, and this is like hobnail on the top here, and then this is like an open flower kind of thing here, and then this cut glass down here. So it feels like anyway cut glass. It's got sharp edges. So, whereas this does not. Anyway, I thought there might be some interest out there. We'll throw it out there. If not, it'll end up on eBay. But this is less than I'm going to ask. A lot less than I'll ask for them on eBay. I'm giving you guys a chance to get a good deal. And if you've got a shop or you're a reseller and you think you can get a little more for them, I hope you can. I'm more than happy to provide a good deal for you. But I saw these and it's like, oh, why? I bet you there's got to be some interest in this out there. And I did look around and comp them, and they're some of these go for not this particular shape. I mean, I couldn't find this exact shape, but I found things similar that are going for quite a bit. I was really surprised. And that's without lampshades. You still have to provide lampshades, so which are easy to get. So. Well, anyway, I thought I'd throw them out there, and they were in the preview, so I'll make sure I showed them. I had a couple other things that were in the preview. I want to make sure I show those as well. Oh, gee, I almost forgot that one. Like I said, I'm in a very tight space here, so I try to organize as best I can. All right, pass for now on those. Again, if somebody's watching this later on, let me know. More than willing to work with you. Okay, those are away. I have got a photo album, and get this so I can get the glare off of it as much as possible. There. So it says Jackson on it, but I found exactly the same one out there that was it says Jackson. I don't know if that means the person that would be using this is named Jackson, or if that's the name. It's not the name of the company. The name of the company is it's acid and lignin free, which is good. It holds 100 4x6 photos. It's made by K and Company, and they call it a two-pocket cowboy photo album. So I don't know if this can be changed or customized where the name is. I didn't take it out of the package. I think it doesn't look like it's ever been used. The tape seal on one side was broken, but the other sides are retaped. I didn't feel like taking it out to see. But anyway, let me lay that down. Bring this up so I can go type, because I can't hold it up and type at the same time. So, $10 stock. Let's see. And that is really, it's an excellent condition, of course. It's, like I said, it doesn't look like it's ever been used. It's got some sticker residue here and there on the plastic sleeve here for the top of it, but it's in this original packaging. So, as I say, it holds 100 4x6 photos. So you put a little cover photo on the top. The Western theme. Okay. Let's see this one. Set up a couple more things here on the side. Sorry, I'm just trying to set up here a few things so I can go a little quicker. All right, we'll pass for now on that. We'll go to a little Boyd's Bear. If anybody's interested in Boyd's Bear collectibles. And it still has the tag on him here that says, I light up. And he does. If there's a switch on the bottom, you can see there, it's typical, they number them, the thing. It's got a little smudged. But you can see the flashlight is actually on there. On the book, I should switch off. And they'll see that the light is out. So, hey, Jana. Thank you for joining. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I know I asked this before, but my memory's horrible. So, anyway. A little Boyd's Bear. Boyd's Bear, I think I will say, what did I say? $6 start. I know the Boyd stuff is. Oh yeah, good, cool. Thank you. And so he's a cute little guy, but he's not very big. He looks like he's about maybe 2 inches tall, 2.5, about 2.5 across. So a cute little thing for decor or collectible. Like I say, there's a switch on the bottom. I'm guessing that's a watch battery in there. When you turn this light on for his flashlight for his book. So, okay, well, we'll pass for now on that. And turn his light off so we save the battery. Let's see what was the other thing on my list here. Oh, I almost forgot that big package. Okay, I have this huge, and I'm going to bring the camera up again, collection of dolls. I'm selling them as a batch. Now I'll go through each one here. There's, I think, 10 dolls. I'll just say a doll set, collection of dolls. Starting bid of $15 for all. How's that sound? And so they look like they're doll. It says handmade exclusively for Balo. Somebody's trying to sell this at $6.75. Made in Chicago. It says Chicago. Handmade exclusively. Now these are still in the original packaging. Some of them, and there are duplicates here. So I will varying nations maybe. So here's one that's not in the package. And it's a bisque like thing, or maybe plastic, I can't tell. It has a sticker on the bottom, but the hands are, anyway, that's the way they look. They're a bisque. They got a look of bisque, but they're not. Oh, they're plastic. It says we're not. Oh no, it talks about the plastic being dangerous. It talks about the plastic bag being dangerous. Never mind. Anyway, there's 10 of them. I think. See if I can lay this out so you can see them all, and then you can see which ones are duplicates. Here's a duplicate of that one. Here's one that's not a duplicate. And there's 3 of this red and white one, and one in green. Somebody lost their sticker. They all have the stickers, and it looks like they were asking varying prices at one time with these things. But there's 2 that are not in plastic, but the rest are still in a plastic bag. I'll show them each individually here. You can see them, and they're let's see, they are 7.5 inches tall. You know, and we were wondering if maybe they're supposed to be representing different countries, maybe from the style of dress. They said there's 4 of these guys. They're all the same. And 2 of these, and one of these. And the interest in these little dolls. Said somebody was trying to sell them for $8. Let me get that straightened up here on the camera. So I'm looking from the side here, so I can't always tell when I'm angling to the camera correctly. So was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Yeah, I thought it was 10. Any interest in dolls for $15 for the whole, all of them, for all of them. Okay. So let's see here. Make a note of that. We did that too. Sorry, just going through my checklist, making sure I don't forget something. Like I said, everything kind of packed in kind of here, so I'm in the process of trying to rearrange my room so I can do my auctions a little more comfortably. If I go more than a couple hours doing this by myself, I quickly get stiff neck. All right, put those over there. Let's see what else. Oh yes, this was the other thing that was in the preview. Now jump into some stuff that's not. So I had one other music box, sort of. Bring the camera back down. And I actually found this. It says underneath there's something in the, can't make out what it says, but it looks like a mold stamp on the bottom here. See Pew, Taiwan. And it's a music box, flower box. And it was used. So this is not new. But it is vintage. And so you wind it up here, and the screws are what's holding the box. And you have a real mechanism here. There's Rockabye Baby. And we'll start this at $12 because of the age of it. This is considered a vintage. Hey, what's going on with me? There, let's try that again. If there's any interest in that, what do I say? Please, and then you just turn this to shut it off, which is kind of convenient. That's one side. There's the back. You can see the music box mechanism there. This side, where it's got this little cloth flower thing that's kind of curled over with age. And then there's the front and the bottom. It's got some dirt on it somewhere. It's not new for sure. The movement is Sanyo. You see on the top, that's when they still wrote their name. And then some of the other boxes, you'll just see an S. It's the same company, though. I've actually taken music boxes apart. I'm kind of one of those types of people that like to see how things work. And so I've learned a little bit about how they work, and that this company makes a lot of them. But anyway, I thought it was cute, little flower box. And they say you could clean it up and, certainly give it as a gift to somebody who has a baby, put some flowers in it, whatever. But I thought it was kind of cool. And I say because it's vintage, I thought it was worth a little more than most of the music boxes I show out there. Okay. All right. Let me switch back to some jewelry after this. And check this off my list. Okay. Pass for now on that one. Set that aside. I've got this. I think this is. I can't remember. But I think this is smoky quartz necklace. It is stone. Bring that came up again. This thing's really long, though, and so I will show it more in my hand here. But I had to loop it around the back of the support just to hold it in place. This thing is incredibly long. Let me see, do I have my tape measure right here? I don't think my other measurement is going to work. So I think it's more than 12 inches. So this looks like it's about 14, so 28 inch. I think this is vintage. The clasp is a kind of a faded rose gold color perspective, or maybe a brass color to it with an extension chain. And so that was 18 inches without the extension. And you can see the type of the lobster claw clasp there. I'll give you a better look at the stones up front. And we're going to call this, I'm just going to call this a stone necklace because I can't guarantee what I think the stone is. I think it's smoky quartz, but I could be wrong. And we'll start this at $6. If there's any interest. Trying to type with one hand. Okay. But you can tell, these are not all exactly the same. That kind of tells you, and boy, is this cold. It's definitely stone. But you could double it up easily. If there's any interest in that. Okay. Let's see, what was I going to do next? This. Oh, it's right there. I showed some other Oleg Cassini crystals earlier. These are not marked. So if they were marked Oleg Cassini like the others were, I would be a little different in how I feel about them, but I don't see any of them marked. Oh, this one is. This one's marked, but not. Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to show. I'll show you in a minute here. We'll do one at a time. Okay. We'll pass for now on this necklace. And we've got some crystals to show. Give me a second. Set this up. Okay. And I'll go through each of them. Okay. We will do Oh boy. I hit the shift key now. Don't need to hit the shift key sometimes. Okay, let me show you each of them up close. This one is marked. And let's see if we can get the marking to show here. Can't look what this says. Looks like Rosenthal. Rosenthal. Okay. Rosenthal. That was the pretty in pink crystal. Then there's this smaller blue one. Not marked that I could find. This seems to have a really good point on. I'll tell you that. And then there's this red one. I couldn't see markings on this one at all. So again, the pink one that's marked, Rosenthal. And that's my hand gives you kind of a rough idea of size, but it is about 3 inches across. The blue one is much smaller and is about 2 inches across. 2.25, it looks like 2.25. And the red one is about 3 inches across. So any interest in any of these? This one really, this to me, this is my favorite right here of the three. Only because I just like the way it catches the light. You can see the edges. Let me try to see if I can show the edges better. Any interest in any of those? Be an interesting gift for someone, or just a paperweight for your office space, or just some simple decor. Excuse me while I grab a sip of water. I've got really big item that I did not have on the preview. Let me mark these guys off so I know I showed them. Don't forget that I showed them. And let me do a piece of jewelry first. So let's just pass one around these guys. And I do have a small Lucinda pin that's labeled Women Pins by Lucinda. Bring this down. Oh, let's start this at $7. Is any interest in Lucinda? Waiting for the. Well, there's a bit of a. All right, there's more of a lag tonight than I'm used to seeing. Just looking at my phone. But anyway, okay. No interest in listening. I'm not going to dwell too long on this. It's a quiet night tonight. I know, it's just after the New Year and everybody's still recuperating. All right. Last but not least, anybody has a KitchenAid tool? Bring the camera up. And oops, lock that in place. This is a KitchenAid grinder with the manual. There's one blade inside, one piece inside here, and then these two here. So it comes with 3 of these attachments and a manual. It's in the original package in the sense as far as the phone, but that box long gone. It is not new. It has been used, but it looks to be in very good condition. Somebody wrote on it by hand wash. That's obviously they must be, and it does say on a number of places that it's hand wash. But you have the manual, and it's the KSM VSA KitchenAid tool. So there's a KitchenAid attachment. KSM VSA. We'll start this at $15. Anybody out there who has a KitchenAid? I picked this up. My wife had a KitchenAid. She doesn't. She's got the other brand, Cuisinart. So I screwed up. That's the way it goes sometimes. She has Cuisinart. It looks very similar to KitchenAid, and the red color and everything like that. So she loves her Cuisinart. But unfortunately, this isn't going to work with it. So, but any interested out there, and maybe watching this video later on. Otherwise, this is going to be it for me tonight. And I will try and do another auction very soon. Maybe in the next couple days or so. We'll see. I always try to post. In fact, I generally do post a preview whenever I'm going to do something. So if you're watching this later on and you're listening in, keep an eye, subscribe and like, please. I really appreciate that. And look for my previews. You can always go back at my previous ones and see if something that hasn't been sold that you might be interested in, and let me know, and I can check to see if we still have it. So, as like I say, I do post things on eBay as well. So, okay. Well, I hope everybody's had a happy New Year's start, and we will see you again. Let me switch cameras here so I can talk to the camera. Okay. All right. Yeah. See the mess behind me? Yeah. So, yeah. I hope everybody had a great New Year's Eve and have a good start to the new year. And let me know if there's anything you saw that you were interested in, and we'll go from there. And have a great and blessed evening or time whenever you're watching this video. Thanks again.